Hey Stampers, Kim from StampingImperfection.com. Welcome to my craft room. I wanted to share another video in my series of Stampin' and Scrappin' Sundays. This week I wanted to show you how to make some journaling boxes or journaling things or little envelopes and things you can tuck some of your treasures in, because in scrapbooks I like to put, if we go to a concert or a hockey game or a movie, I always keep the tickets and I always put them in my scrapbook pages. So it's nice to have a little spot to tuck those into. So I wanted to share some ideas with you today. I also wanted to share that a couple of the things that I'm going to show you are a few of my favorite products. Stampin' Up! is retiring this 2 Tags Die, and I use this so much at holiday time and for gift cards, and I'm going to use it for journaling boxes right now. Then they have this scalloped little envelope, and this is also a great little thing, and you could actually make these without the Big Shot die, but the Big Shot just saves you so much time. And then this is the Petite Pockets, I think it's called, the Petite Pockets. It's an extra large, and you can see it's a pretty big thing. So I just wanted to show you what you could do with these. These are retiring this month. They're available while supplies last, or until June 3rd. You can go to my Stampin' Up! Store, and I'll put the link below, and order anything you see here today. So what I have is, this is what you get with the two Tags Die. Let me pull out the red one. I also did it in red. So you get two different, this tag and you get this tag. This tag right here folds up like this and tucks under like that if you want it to. You could also put two of these together, and you can like snail them together or use sticky tape or Tombow glue, and you have a big pocket that the other one can slide into. So this is kind of fun because you could actually journal on this and use this to tuck it in, and it kind of then sticks out. So that's actually kind of a fun thing. So I'm going to do a combination of things. So I'm starting with, I'm going to start with, actually I have all this stuff ready to start with this one. So I'm just looking to make either a journaling box, because you can journal on the inside of this, or I could use this as a little envelope to, if I had tickets, tuck tickets inside of. So anything like that. I've used this die so much I can't believe that it's retiring. Now I'm not even going to do very much. I have some T for 2 Designer Series paper. Love this paper. This is very vanilla cardstock. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snail this on, and you'll notice that I've rounded the corners. I still have my old Creative Memories corner rounder. It is my favorite corner rounder. So whatever corner rounder you have and love, you use. So I'm just going to, I cut this sort of to fit, put this on here. And now another thing that's retiring that I absolutely love, love, love is my printed Petals stamp set. I love this stamp set. And I love it because it matches so many of my punches. And I do love my punches. I love stamp sets and punches that match, and stamp sets and framelits that match. All I'm going to do here is I've taken a strip of Very Vanilla, I stamped this long image, and then I used these little bitty punches that come in a set of 3, just like this, and they actually go perfectly. I punched them all out. Some of them are scallop, some of them are circle, and then I put them with glue dots on this little strip of Very Vanilla, which I cut using my scallop border edge punch, like this. These little edge punches make such pretty edges to mats and things like that. It's almost like you're making your own ribbon. It's like an inexpensive way to make your own ribbon. So I'm going to now just snail this on the back, and I'm going to tuck something into. So there's just a little detail I can add, and I could put some baker's twine in there and add that to my scrapbook page, and people could open it up and take a look at what I had written inside. Okay, and again, if you want to use it to tuck tickets or something into, just put a little sticky strip on the inside of this, just put a little sticky strip on the inside of that, and you've got yourself a handy, quick little envelope. So that's one really easy thing that you could do. Now, if you don't have the die to make this very quick and easy, you're just going to cut out a rectangle score it almost in the center, and then just fold it up. And you can use a little craft knife to make that slit. Okay, now here's the second tag that comes in the set, and I love this one. I absolutely loved this at Christmas time. I've used another stamp from the Printed Petals retiring stamp set. I used my 1 3/4 inch scallop circle punch, and I'm just going to add this with dimensionals. And what I'm creating here is a little journaling box that I'm just going to stick to my page because I like to have a place to add journaling. And I'm just going to attach this on. See if I can get a little bit of that stitching to show. And then I'm using a second stamp set. This one's a sneak peek that's been available, a round array, and I'm using the You Make Me Smile. Now I've stamped this in Regal Rose, which is a retiring color. I stamped my little flowers on the other one in Old Olive, also a retiring color. This one on top is Basic Gray because those are colors in the T for 2 paper that I'm using. And now I have a little journaling box, and I could have turned that sideways and turned it sideways if I wanted to, but I have yet another journaling box I can just stick on a scrapbook page. So I really love that. Another thing that you could do is you could take something like this and you could take a good sized background stamp like the French script background stamp, and this is Riding Hood Red that I cut the tag out in. So I'm going to add also a retiring color. So I have lots of it, of course, so I want to use it up. So that's why I chose it. You could pick any color. I'm using the same color ink with paper. So this is Riding Hood Red cardstock, Riding Hood Red ink. And what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to use this gigantic background stamp. It's called En Francais, and I'm just going to ink it up. And I always turn my big stamps around to ink up so I can kind of see where I've inked it. And then I'm just going to cover the entire thing, give it a good press without rocking, although I don't think you could rock this big stamp if you wanted to. And when I'm all done, I've got this beautiful little background. I don't know how well you can see that in this light. See that? Isn't it pretty? Just tone on tone. And again, I could fold this up. I could stamp on both sides, and I could fold this up if I wanted to and use it as a little box, or I could add a piece of Very Vanilla on top, or even this would make a beautiful background for a picture with the picture just sliding right in there. How pretty is that? So that's another little way that you could do that. So that's something that I'm going to attach. And again, I'll put some pretty ribbon or some baker's twine or something like that. And I really think that that's a really fun idea. And again, you can do the same thing with something with this one. Same exact thing. I really love this technique on these little envelopes. This is the Scallop envelope punch. It's a little tiny mini envelope, but it's so pretty inside a scrapbook with a journaling box tucked in, or something that you're saving. And then this die is amazing because it scallops, it's got little stitching in it, it scores it everywhere I need to fold it. So I'm just going to fold this up, and ordinarily I would use my two-sided tape, but I don't have that next to me right now, so I'm just going to fold these in. I'm going to put a little bit of snail. I like the two-sided tape because it sticks forever. Just like that. I put a little too much on, but then I can put a little button or something like that to tie it closed if I want to, and I've got a little something I can just tuck a memento into, or tuck a journaling box into. And again, you might want to do the background stamp on both sides of that, but like, look how pretty that looks. If I stick this down on the page like this, look how pretty that looks. I could even fold this over, put a little piece of ribbon across, and I've got this cute little envelope that's holding what could be a journaling box or tickets or something. So, you know, just nice little touches. Then the other one is the Petite Pears, same thing. I'm going to add some kind of touch to it. There I go. I have something I can, again, tuck a little journaling tag into. And again, I could put a couple buttons and wrap some baker's twine around there. And I've got a beautiful little box, or a beautiful little envelope that someone could open up and see what's inside, what little memento we've saved from a trip or something. So there are a couple ideas. If you hang out to the end of the video, I'll show you how I've put my pages together, and I'll show you a layout on my blog. Check out my blog at stampingimperfection.com to see the finished scrapbook page that I created today using some of these journaling boxes and envelopes. So thanks for watching, and go to my blog at stampingimperfection.com to sign up for my mailing list. While you're there, check out my virtual stamp club to see how you can get free online stamping and scrapbooking classes. So thanks for watching.